Wait, Stephon Marbury just came out and agreed with Jaylen Brown about Joel Embiid's flopping, and nobody is talking about it. This man allegedly hits the floor so hard, so dramatically, that people are now saying the flopping is actually keeping him injured. And if that wasn't enough, Embiid allegedly told Sixers fans, "Don't you dare sell your tickets to Knicks fans at your home game." Meanwhile, Karl-Anthony Towns is out here cooking him every single time he gets even a sliver of space to operate, and it's starting to look like this series could be over before it even gets started. Marbury had thoughts, Jaylen Brown had thoughts, and honestly, the truth is starting to come out. Let's break it all down. So we've got Stephon Marbury stepping into the conversation around Game 1. He's fully co-signing Jaylen Brown's take on Joel Embiid's flopping and all the theatrics that went down. On top of that, he's calling Embiid out directly for telling Sixers fans not to sell their tickets to Knicks fans at their own home arena. Listen, a lot went down last night, and the internet is not letting any of it slide. Here's my honest take. Joel Embiid simply cannot keep up with Cat the moment Cat gets even a sliver of space to operate. As long as Towns can attack freely, this is going to be an absolute nightmare of a series for Embiid. The Sixers might seriously need to rethink his minutes if they want any shot at survival here. But first, let's get into exactly what Stephon Marbury had to say, because it was bold.
So it's dope when you can wake up in the morning, your team played unbelievable. I'm talking about exceptional. They did exactly what was needed to be done to not only handle business, but make sure you feel comfortable with being away and not being there. Because you can't feel that energy. That right there, my friends, that is the energy. That's the energy that we play with. We played with Big Nick energy yesterday. Big Nick energy. It was so beautiful to see. If it's not orange and blue, it ain't true. I'm sorry. That's what we're doing. It's up. I'm not talking smack. I'm just here. Like this chat is not for anyone. If you're not a Knicks fan, I'm gonna give you time before we go in, because this is all us right here. This is all us right here. Okay? This is all us. This chat is all Knicks. This is Knicks Nation. If you're not part of the fan club, if you're not a Knicks fan, I advise you to leave, because we're going to be a little irritated right now. I'm just going to keep it A1 with you. I have to, because I'm too excited. I'm too happy. This is exclusive. This is exclusive. So pledge your allegiance. If you're a Knicks fan, please type a 3. I need to know who you are. If you're not a Knicks fan, you got to go. I'm sorry. I need to know who you are, where you from. My name is Stephon Marbury. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Coney Island, 2940 West 31st Street, apartment 4G. What's up? It's up. I'm pledging my allegiance. I'm a New York Knicks fan, and I'm here. I pledge my allegiance by pressing 3. Okay, so if you're a Knicks fan, just throw a 3 up in the chat so I can see who it is, so I know who we rocking with. It's a very small group here. My groups are usually a group of 25, 30, but we just had a big win, so some people, they on before work. But this is it. This is you just need to. I just need to know. Bronx, BX, okay. That's what it is, all right? I'm just getting it up. I just want to make sure we clear, because this is different. This is different because, you know, when you got players, when you got NBA players begging their fans, I'm talking about literally. I don't know if he understands the culture. Maybe he don't understand. I'm like, my man, your kids got to go to school one day, my dude. Like, you got to think about the children, man. They're not going to forget this. Come on, Joe. MB, you gotta be different, baby. Come on, man. That ain't it, man. I mean, if you can't invade our premises and we can invade your premises, I feel like we win. I feel like you just completely just, by doing that, you just literally just gave us all of the ammunition to like really stand like this at your front door. Like this is your front door. This is where we are. We're like this in your front door right now. All because you said that. You should have never said that. Now, like, look where we are right now. We're in your garden. Right now, we are in your garden, homeboy. Do you understand? We are in your garden right now. We are in your garden right now, picking your vegetables. Better stop playing with us. Yo, what's up with them, yo? They said we can't go to the game? Yo, are you serious? Come on, man. What is that about? We took that personal. You know why we took that personal? Because if we buy tickets, we should be able to go to the game. How you gonna tell our fans, how you gonna tell your fans, how do you tell your fans not to sell their tickets to watch you? We don't even know if you're gonna play. They don't even know if you're going to play. Big fella, I'm sorry. I watched Jaylen Brown's and I watched this little interview. At first I thought he was bitter. And then I was like, hold up. It's a little too obvious now. When you see a 7'2", 300-pound dude fall on the floor like how he falls on the floor. Be a man. Do the right thing. There are little kids out there looking at you. They don't think that you're the truth. Come on, man. Are you serious? Come on, big fella. Buy tickets. We literally let you become a U.S. basketball player to represent America. That's not how we represent United States, homie. You got it all messed up. They got your mind. You got to get out of Philly, homie. You're too comfortable. You're way, way too comfortable in Philadelphia. You told us that we can't buy tickets? You're talking to me too. Are you serious? You're rude. You're basketball rude. I hope you're seeing this. Because you're rude. How do you do that to us? Do you know how we feel about you now? We can't buy tickets. You really went on a hot mic that was live? Are you serious? I was like, where was I? Why am I just hearing about this? Oh my God. Big fella. You could be the best basketball player in the whole NBA. All you gotta do is turn from a little chihuahua into a real lion. For real. Ask KG. If I ask KG one word to describe Joel Embiid. Oh God, I can't even imagine me and Kev on a podcast. That would be so stupid. Oh well. Oh man, what a game. That's all I can say. As a Knicks fan, to watch us play with that execution, I don't even know what to do with myself. To see Jalen Brunson moving the rock and busting their ass at the same time I felt like I wasn't even watching AI and Stockton. I felt like I was watching something else. I was watching what I was seeing when I came back here for the first time. I was watching the best guard to ever play for the New York Knicks. Okay? Like, when you playing basketball like that, when you're hooping like that, it's undeniable, man. Come on, man. That's when it's real. I'm talking about you gotta be hooping like that. I'm talking about hooping. Where I'm talking about when you sizzling their ass it's so hot they don't even want to go next to you. That's what I'm talking about. That means OG doing what he doing, Mitch catching laws, Cat doing everything that he want to do, and plus some. Bridges on the wing, flying out getting out on the wing, dunking. That's basketball. That's New York Knicks basketball. That's what we was talking about, the Nova Knicks. That's what it looked like. When the ball is in Jalen Brunson's hand for 19 seconds, that ain't it. I'm sorry, homie. We want that. We want that type of pressure, because that type of pressure, we holding up a trophy. It's nobody stopping us from holding the trophy up like that. We marching that, close every tunnel. The people in New York said, we're calling out of work today. Don't let us win a championship. Don't let us win a championship. I'm telling you, they put up statues of me because we won championships in Beijing. You don't even understand to have 30 million people cheering for you, and you know everybody's cheering for Beijing. It's a little bit different. That energy is different. But now I'm starting to feel that energy that I felt when I was playing. Last night, that's how we played in Beijing. Oh, man. I'm talking about, this is the energy right here. Stop playing with me. Don't play with me. If you're not a Knicks fan, don't come in here. This is not for you. Okay? You're going to hear things like, we got the best point guard in the NBA. You're not going to want to hear that. And that's okay. Because last night that was how you do it. Okay? That's how you do it. That you do it exactly like that. You make it so the Knicks fans, they don't even want to watch the game. Okay? Like, in the playoffs. This is the feeling that we have right now. Trust me, building the culture, it takes this right here. Where you start feeling like we're supposed to win, but not like just win. We're supposed to play basketball like that. That's winning basketball, baby. That's it right there. That's how it looked. With the captain doing what he doing. Okay? Okay? Everybody bought in. The ball moving. Deuce coming down. You screaming Deuce before he even shoot the basketball. That's New York energy. All right? Stop playing with me. You better stop playing. We've been doing this the whole season since Abu Dhabi. Okay? You got to have the right to fight, to party. This is real right here. Oh, man, waking up. I went to sleep early last night. I was dead tired. You talk about dead tired, the sun? Oh, the Father will do it to you when you're praying and you meditating and you just taking in all of the energy. He'll do that. And he'll revive you just like this. This is getting some sleep. This is how it look like. This is how it sounds. I'm up early. My wife is in the bed. I don't know what she thought, but last night, she got something else. She was like, oh, we about to go to Donatella restaurant. We in Miami, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you right now, the Knicks are on tonight. This is early. She understands, she get it, but she forgot. She forgot. She getting all dolled up and pretty. I'm like, you look great. You look real good, baby. But tonight, the Knicks are playing. I don't think she really got the memo. It's serious. It's serious. It's really serious. It's Miami hot for real. I'm getting twisted, even over here the rain is hot. Look, we went to the restaurant, we took the pictures, we did all of the stuff that we were supposed to do for our concert. She thought she was going to be sitting down, having a nice little Donatella, whatever they had, escargot, all of these nice things, dishes and stuff. In my mind, I was like, that looks nice. But when I saw the clock on my watch, which is my phone, when I saw that and I looked down, because, you know, time doesn't exist. We only use time for scheduling purposes, right? And to know when things start. So, I looked down and said 8 o'clock. I started sweating. I started panicking because I couldn't get the app on my phone to work. Now, the lady told me that there's going to be a room with the TV inside of it. I'm looking at last night. I'm like, it's no TV here. You basically got me here. Okay, good job. I'm here, my sister. The last thing I know, I was next to the door. Okay? I missed the NFL choirs. They singing. I'm like, I'll catch y'all on the stage. I can't catch y'all at the restaurant, but I will definitely catch y'all on the stage. No disrespect to them. Nothing but love for you. You the GOAT. You know who I'm talking to. You the GOAT. He had me say he the GOAT. He the GOAT. He said he the GOAT. He the GOAT. He believe it. That's what it is. So I said, man, it's 8 o'clock. I'm a little nervous. I can't get the app on my phone. And we getting ready to start. And she know. He want to see when the ball go up to see if we get the tip. Okay? That's what I want to know. I want to know if we get the tip. Because if we get the tip, okay, that means you ready and you legit ready to jump and you ready to get the ball. And if I see you go up and you go up and you get the tip, I'm saying, oh, he ready. You feel me? You got to understand what I'm saying right now as a coach. I'm speaking from as a coach too right now. I'm not speaking only as a Knicks fan. If I see my player and I know he's lazy, he don't like to jump, and he always jump. But if I see he get the tip, and he don't get the tip just because he tall, he get the tip because he uses athleticism, I'm in the sun right now. Yes, I love that. That right there is nuclear. Because now, I ain't got to worry about how he gonna be playing. Look, everybody talked about Cat. Everybody said everything about Cat. Said everything that they could say. Everything. Everybody said everything. But I don't hear nobody saying nothing right now. I don't hear nobody saying anything. I don't hear nobody saying nothing about Mike Brown. See, you guys already peeped. All of the reporters who spoke about everything that they spoke about, it's only for news. Because you got to speak and talk about it in that moment. You got to actually talk about what's going on. And it's nonsense. Because anything that takes time to mature, you got to wait for it to develop. So if you got to wait for it to develop and you got to wait for it to mature, if you're speaking in the process of the caterpillar turning into the butterfly, if you're speaking in that process, something is wrong. Clearly, you shouldn't be listening to that human being, right? Obviously. That should be for obvious reasons. Right? That should be for obvious reasons. It shouldn't be for anything other than that. Oh my God, it's so hot. But you gotta understand, now us playing basketball the way how we just now play basketball, that creates fear. All we gotta do is build on top of that. If we build on top of that, I don't even think we will cheer. I think we would just watch and see how we play. Right now we're cheering because that's like motivation. But you watch the Celtics fans, right? When they were winning and they were really good consistently, they cheer. But they get into the game in sequences to push the team. They don't necessarily got to go into, right away you wear all your energy out as a fan. But now we can literally study and watch our team. Ooh, this is too good. This is real fandom. I'm one of them obsessive fans like that. But just not everybody just don't know. That's all. But if I get in an argument or in a conversation on any type of platform about the team and how we playing, you should know how I feel. That's the truth. And I think basketball should be like this. I think it should be like this. I think that's the level of commitment that you literally have to have. Because when you watch your team and you watch your team play basketball like that, and if Jalen Brunson is your favorite player and you're watching him play basketball like that, I mean, for little kids, that right there is the inspiration that we as players and older generation, we're supposed to push the kids to understand that, because we're watching Jalen grow as well as he play the game. He's not a fully developed basketball player as a point guard. He's still learning. He's still being taught. People are still teaching him. People are still telling him certain things to do. His teammates want him to grow and learn, and he is. He's doing it at the perfect time. That OG can't flourish if Cat and Jalen aren't doing what they're doing. This is what creates the cohesiveness, as what Clyde says. This is what creates that. This is what creates that synergy in which our guys now, when they go on the court, they all read off of each other and feel off of how they're playing. And it's like a move. You see Bridges, he look revitalized. A little bit of rest helps him. So we know what rest does for him, even though we have an Iron Man on our team. Yeah, it's great sometimes, but when we watch him go through those lulls, we want him to rest just like everybody else, but we can't break it, which is why it's cool that he went in for a minute and came out at the end of the season, kept his streak alive, because he's going to keep that one going, because now it's a mental thing. Now it's a thing to do. So now I'd rather have him training inside of his mind to be able to do what he's trying to do and accomplishing a goal in which a lot of basketball players don't get the opportunity to do. I'd rather him do that than him be a player just working on his game. Right now, we know that he has a long streak. And I've watched that guy go down with ankle, knee, hip, elbow. It's like this dude is like Plastic Man. Like, he don't feel anything after he gets up. I always feel like he's okay. Josh, I don't even budge. He got hurt at the beginning of the year in Abu Dhabi because I feel like, the game was kind of fast when we played against, I think it was Philly that time. The game was kind of fast, and it kind of got quick. And, Josh made a quick twitch move, and then he got hurt when we played against Abu Dhabi. But he very rarely is hurt. Cat always get up and play. Cat always plays. He always plays. Mitch, we gotta, Mitch is a little different. Mitch a little different. Did you see what Mitch got? My man Mitch. Hold up. My man Mitch went into a whole nother space. He went to a whole nother space. What was that? Yo. Yo. Mitch spazzed all the way AI out. He went spaz all the way AI out. He just lost it completely. He said, muck it. 50 racks. He gave him 50 jabs, yo. Boom. He gave him 50,000 jabs and left hooks. Because this is the thing, right? If you know you're gonna get put in jail, and then the only way you get out of jail is if you pay the 50 racks and you don't care, it wasn't even about the money. And for the other kid, That's all summer. Do you know why? Because of the internet. And the internet is violent on the basketball court. But anyway, it's just basketball. I hope those guys can just move past it.
Stephon Marbury came out swinging, and he had a lot on his mind. He's riding hard for Mike Brown, who honestly has been catching heat from every direction. Now look, there was a moment where Jordan Clarkson got ghosted from the rotation entirely, and that right there is one thing that separates Brown from Tom Thibodeau. Hold up, he's actually going deeper into the bench this year, way deeper. And if the offense keeps cooking the way it has been and this defense starts locking in the way we know it can throughout the rest of the postseason, every single one of those Mike Brown critics is gonna have to sit down and be quiet. Listen to this. Joel Embiid, ever since these injuries started piling up, has been leaning hard into some seriously egregious flopping. And girl, it looks absolutely terrible at his size. Like there's no hiding it. He's out here selling contact because the explosiveness he used to have just isn't there anymore, and everybody can see it. A lot of guys flop, that's just basketball, we know this, but the way Embiid throws his whole body to the ground every single time is on another level entirely. And here's the wild part. I genuinely believe all that falling is actually keeping him more injured, not less. Because if you're going to the ground that dramatically and that frequently, one of those times something is going to go seriously wrong, and he may not bounce back anywhere close to where he needs to be. I'll just leave it right there. So let's be real. Joel Embiid right now is a guy allegedly faking his way through a series he physically cannot keep up with, telling fans who to sell tickets to and hitting the floor like he's in a movie every time someone breathes on him. Meanwhile, Stephon Marbury, a guy who's seen everything in this league, is out here agreeing that it looks bad, that it might be making things worse. So here's the question I need you to answer in the comments right now. Is Joel Embiid's flopping a strategy, or is it a cry for help? And can the Sixers actually survive this series without a healthy Embiid? Drop your prediction below, hit that like button if you think Cat ends this series early, and subscribe because this one is far from over.